You thought I gave up, didn't you? Not a chance. It's John Hope Bryant. I'm back, founder, chairman, and CEO of Operation Hope. I keep just trying this fancy technology. Sometimes I just go back to the basics, which is a cell phone. John Bryant, founder, chairman, and CEO of Operation Hope, America's first and largest nonprofit financial services network for the poor, the struggling class, the middle class, and the teetering class. Author of several books, How the Poor Can Save Capitalism, Rebuilding the Path to the Middle Class, and Love Leadership. Talking to you today about basically how not to be poor. I'm going to tell you about how not to be poor and then how to build wealth. It has nothing to do with money. These first lessons have nothing to do with money. This is something you can control. What the lessons I'm about to share with you, you can control. Hey, everybody signing on. Hickman, much better, they say. Damian Wallace, Tiffany Greer, hey. Terrence Scott, hey. Stephanie Rivers, much better. Okay, so everybody signing up. William Kinney. It was really funny, by the way. That's like broadcast technology I was using, and it ain't worth a crap. And this is just my cell phone. But it's all good. I never give up. That's the main point. I never give up, and neither should you. All right, building wealth. How do you make sure that you disappear poor habits and you build wealth habits? So here's a question for you. Are you building a tactical household or are you building a wealthy household? This is a big question you've got to answer. If you're getting up in the morning and you're just flowing through your day, ready, fire, aims, your day don't happen to you. You don't happen to your day. Your day happens to you. You know, you get up in the morning, you roll out of bed, the kids are screaming, the coffee's is pouring over on the counter. Nothing is in your control, and by the time you blink, your day is over. And does it sound familiar, right? And the phone is ringing, the email. We spend too much time on social media. We spend too much time watching those crazy videos that have nothing to do with your job. Nothing was strategic in your life. It was all tactical. Then you wake up, and 15 years have passed by. You've done that. You've survived, basically. You didn't thrive. You survived every year. Congratulations. For 15 years, but now you're older, and where's your dreams gone? Where have your prosperity gone? Where's building anything gone? You were just trying to get by from week to week. I want you to change your mentality to a strategic mentality. From this day forward, I want you to map out your week. I want you to figure out what your objective is for your day. I want you to figure out what your objective is for your week. When I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is stretch because you got to get the endorphins kicked on the right side of your brain. You got to get your energy flowing. Well, the first thing I do is wash up, but then I stretch, right? And I have a rumble roller I use that helps me stretch. $39. You can get your rumble roller to change your life. It's brought 20 years worth of health back into my body just by making sure that all of my limbs are lubricated and they work. A rumble roller, it's called. After that, I go down and I work out. I work out every day, no matter where I am, 15 minutes. You don't have to do it an hour workout or 2-hour workout. 15 minutes will get your body flowing and make sure that everything that's critical to you is working. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats, 15 minutes. Do a little bit every day. You know how you eat an elephant? A little bit at a time. So if you're trying to eat an elephant and you try to eat it all at once, you're going to choke. But if you make elephant soup and do a little bit of elephant soup every day, you can eat the whole elephant. So this is how I work out, right? How I stay fit is I do 15 minutes every day. You've got 15 minutes. Don't say you don't. You got to stay healthy because there are no 80-year-old, 300-pound people. There are no 80-year-old, 300-pound people. Your body wasn't designed to carry that kind of weight, so you've got to keep yourself healthy. Okay, then after that, I make sure I don't check social media. You'll be stuck in bed. Whatever you're doing, an hour will go by, right? Check, for me, because I'm a businessman, check my essential emails. Make sure there's nothing imploding. I go to my business platform, make sure there's nothing imploding. And then I feed Bishop, my dog, make sure that the family is okay. And then I have a routine I go through, and I make sure that I handle tasks. I do the toughest thing first. Don't do the easiest thing first. You'll never get to the toughest thing. Do the toughest thing in your day first. Knock that out. It'll give you confidence for everything else. And I'm about to get to the most important thing about being tactical is taking initiative in your life. Don't be afraid of failure. In fact, you can't fail unless you succeed first. So don't be afraid of failure. I take no for vitamins, right? You've got to not be afraid of failure. So a friend of mine, by the way, I want to give some love here to Rich Williams and Stephanie Williams, two dear friends of mine who are really stars in my life. Stephanie just came, physical therapist, gave me some love tonight here at the house, got my body back in shape. But a friend of mine wanted to be an Uber driver. And they signed up to make some extra income. And I'm going to talk about the whole Uber economy in another video, but this is a good example. They got the notice back that in order to do that, you needed commercial insurance. That was going to raise their insurance from $200 a month to $600 a month. So to $400 a month. They threw their hands up. No, I'm not going to do that. Why are they charging me $400 a month? Blah, 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 blah. And I don't know how it turned out, but I think that they're just going to pass it by. Why? I'm trying to make a little bit of money. They're charging more money. That's a tactical way to look at life. That's looking at life moment to moment, not looking at life strategically. That's a wrong way to look at it. No, the question is, if you're paying $400 or more for insurance, which is a strategic way to live, by the way, if you're doing that, you're setting yourself up to make thousands of dollars. People don't pay insurance for commercial insurance because they have nothing else to do. You've got commercial clients in your car, and if you're making more money, wouldn't you not mind paying insurance, right? But to give up before you start, oh no, I'm not paying that. That's doubling my insurance rate. It's a tactical way to live. That's day to day, moment to moment. You're not thinking long term. Everything in your life, every problem should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Write that down. Every problem in your life should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Learn to take no for vitamins. Take initiative. Try it. If it doesn't succeed, you're no worse off than you were yesterday. If you try it, it doesn't work, okay, fine, check the box. But at least try it. I know a guy, an Ethiopian guy in Denver that's doing $1 million a year with Uber with 3 cars. He started with 1 car, quit Bank of America, where he was making a good income, and hustled, right? And he did 1 car and hustled and worked it full time. So the friend of mine really needs to try this. And he said, well, the thought was, well, if they try it and in order to make up the insurance money, you got to work a lot. Well, hello, if you're working a lot, you're making revenue, and maybe you work so well at it that you can quit your other job that you didn't like anyway, because Uber will give you, in this example, freedom. Now you've got the thing that 4.8 million Americans businesses have, which is self-determination. 6 million businesses in this country employ 1 person or more, but 4 million businesses in this country, 4.8 million employ 1 to 4 people. So and most of these businesses are home-based business, like an Uber driver. If you're an Uber driver, you're running your own business. So if you're making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, wouldn't you not mind paying insurance of $400 or $500 a month for your car? That is your office. The car is your office. Your office needs insurance. In fact, it's not costing you money, it's making you money. The wrong way to look at it. The glass is not half empty, the glass is half full. I'll give you another example. You guys like that? Okay, good. I'll give you another example. I'll walk into a little shop. I'll say, do you take American Express? No, we don't. Well, why don't you take American Express? Their rationale is, where American Express fees are too high. We don't want to pay those high fees from American Express. So we only take MasterCard and Visa. Wrong way to look at it. Let me explain to you, shop owners, those who are doing hair and nails and any type of little business you're doing. Let me explain to you why this doesn't make any sense, because you just lost a customer that you didn't have in the first place. You never had so they said, well, I'll make less money with American Express because American Express is a higher end vendor, a credit card, and they charge slightly more fees, a premium they call it, because it's like going to the Neiman Marcus or the Beverly Hills of credit cards. Okay, fine. But if you were going to make $1, and if I use Visa, I'm going to make this up, you were going to make 95 cents. I'm making these numbers up. But with American Express, you were only going to make, 92 cents. But you're still making 92 cents with American Express. You see what I'm saying? You got the sale from me, which allowed you to make something. But if you, or let's say this differently. Maybe you had a 4% fee with Visa, MasterCard, but you had an 8% fee with American Express. I'm just making these numbers up. But you're still getting income. And 10% of something is better than 100% of nothing. 10% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Cash flow matters. If you have people sitting around in your barbershop or your nail salon and they're not working, they're not seeing people, then you need to keep cash flow flowing through there. In that regard, a customer paying you with a credit card that you don't accept, you don't like, is still a paying customer. And maybe you made less on that customer than you would otherwise, but you're still gaining revenue and building wealth, and you've got a happy customer. Tell you something else. An American Express customer is a higher dollar amount customer. They'll spend more money in your shop. They'll be probably more loyal to your shop, and all their friends typically have money too. So don't just be short-term minded. Don't think small. Stop being small-minded and stop shooting yourself in the foot, winning battles and losing wars. Stop rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic in your life. Okay? Stop, people, the ship is sinking and we're picking drapes. Okay? We got to stop that. Be strategic in your life. I want you to get up tomorrow morning. And if tomorrow's too soon, I want you to then promise yourself next week. I want you to write down you're the CEO of you. The CEO of you. Now, let's assume your name is Brown, okay? Now, we're in the Brown Company household. Or your name is Lavelle. You're in the Lavelle Company household. Or your name is Lorraine. You're in the Lorraine Company household. You're the CEO of the Lorraine Company household. You have a balance sheet, you got income, you got expense. But more importantly, you're trying to grow wealth. You're trying to build something, which means the first question is, where's the household located? Are you renting it or are you owning it? If you're renting it, you should think about owning it for the reasons I said in another video. There are benefits to owning that are only available to those who own a home, including writing off mortgage insurance off of your expenses, off of your income, getting that money back as a refund from the federal government. When you pay rent, you don't get that. When you pay a mortgage, you get a lot of that money back in what's called interest expense off the mortgage. Then I want you to think about how you're spending your money in that day. Are you going to Starbucks on the way to the office? If you're going to Starbucks 3 times a week, and if you smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, you're giving $6,000 away. Poof. And you're killing yourself, by the way. I want you to think about not smoking. I want you to think about working out, like I just said earlier today, which will extend your life. And I want you to think about getting Folgers or whatever your favorite brand is and bring it home and make your own coffee and take it to work with you. And you're going to give yourself a bonus. You're going to pick up a couple $1,000s a year in income because you make money 2 ways. Make more or spend less. Say that to yourself. You make money 2 ways. Make more or spend less. A great example of somebody who thinks that they will never run out of money are the NBA stars, 84% of which file for bankruptcy 5 years after retirement. The NFL stars, 70% of which file for bankruptcy 5 years after retirement. Or the rap stars and all these one-hit wonders who think that they're going to make some money, it's going to last forever. It does not, right? You see them working at the local gas station somewhere, working at Starbucks, because they've made the wrong choices. If you work a job as a teacher, if you work a job, God bless you if you have a trade, you actually can build more wealth than the people you're seeing on television. You've got to, though, become the CEO of you. You've got to decide to have a strategic household approach to life, not a tactical household approach to life. Once again, tactical is just going through the motions. And it's frustrating. It has to be frustrating. Because it's like, you're on a treadmill, right? You know it's not working. Give me some love. You get up in the morning and you're just reacting to your day. You're not responding to. You're reacting to your day over and over again. But you don't know you see that, but you're not any better off at the end of the day. In fact, you don't know where your day went. That's frustrating, it's depressing, it's distressing. You feel like you're working to pay your bills. By the way, when you make $1, you didn't make $1, you made 90 cents. This is so important. When you make $1, you don't wait until you can afford to save. You'll never be able to afford to save. That's not the way it works. I want you to say to yourself, when I make $1, I've made 90 cents. Take that 10 cents and put it into a savings account. Take that 10 cents and put it in fractional shares. Take that 10 cents and stick it under a mattress if you have to. I really would prefer you had a bank account. But get that out of your head that you made $1. You made 90 cents. Pay yourself 10% every paycheck. Pay yourself something you won't miss. You won't miss 5 cents. I guarantee you. Start with 5 cents. You didn't make $1. You made 95 cents. Start with 5 cents. Put that aside. You say, well, what can I do with 5 cents? It's the magic of compounded interest. You will be amazed what you can do with $10 or $20 a pay period in fractional shares. You will wake up one day and you got $10,000 or $20,000 in net worth that your neighbors don't have, your friends don't have, because you just have the discipline of saving that 5 or 10% per pay period. So I want you to get in the habit of paying yourself first. You're the CEO of your household. You're going to be strategic. You're going to make sure you're making money two ways: making more or spending less. You can do some overtime. Use that money for overtime for something productive. You can also find there's 20 different ways you're wasting money in your household. I guarantee you. I just gave you an example of going to a high-end coffee shop 3 times a week. You're wasting $2,000 or $3,000 a year. But there's nothing more important than paying yourself first. If your employer has a matching program like 401k, I have employees that don't participate in my 401k program. I have no idea why. I matched them dollar for dollar. It's unbelievable. It's free money. So if there's a matching program at your employer, go tomorrow and sign up. Take that 5 cents, turn it into 10 cents. All right? They just matched you 5 cents. You didn't have to put the money in. Boom. If you make less than $50,000 a year, I want you to sign up to the Earned Income Tax Credit. If you make $28,000 a year, have 2 children, and somebody in your family fits this profile, the federal government owes you a check of $4,000. Hello. Boom. Not a credit, cash. And if you've never filed, EITC is retroactive for 3 years. That's as much as $12,000 with nobody's name on it. No loan, no payday loan, none of that drama. This is setting yourself free. This is self-determination. This is your money. Don't let cousin Boo Boo come and ask you for a loan again. Don't let cousin Foo Foo ask you for a loan again. No. Tell them to go get a job, and when they're working, to file for EITC. All right. So I've just given you a half dozen little nuggets of how you can take your life back. Right. But not all this is financial. This is about discipline. This is about having a plan when you get up in the morning. Every day you're getting materially older. This is not a dress rehearsal. There is no tomorrow. This is not going to happen where you say, oh, tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. No, that is a myth. There is no tomorrow. Here's the key to life, ladies and gentlemen. It's about being present. I could have done this video tomorrow. I could have said, I'm tired, I'm worn out. But you needed this today, didn't you? Right? And by the way, there is no tomorrow. Yesterday is a memory and doesn't exist. Tomorrow's a future and hasn't happened. Here's what we do. We're depressed over yesterday. I should have done this. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have been molested. I should have been taken advantage of. I should have not dated that guy. Should not have had that dude's baby, or whatever the thing is you're upset about. Or, no, I will be happy when I get married. No, you won't. I will be happy when I get a new job. No, you won't. I will be happy when I move to a new city. No, you won't. Because wherever you go, you take you with you. And if you're depressed now, you'll be depressed where you're going. You're unhappy now, you'll be unhappy where you're going. It just will take a few months to catch up, right? So yesterday's a mystery and a myth. I'm sorry, yesterday's a memory. It's the past. It's a myth. Tomorrow's a future. It hasn't happened. But why people are depressed? They got 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot in tomorrow. They're not present. And that's why they call the present a gift. Boom. That's why they call the present a gift. I want you to be present in your life. I want you today to say, I'm the CEO of my life. I'm covering this in my next book, The Memo. I want you to live present. And when you live present, you slow the world down, because now all of your energy is focused on the only thing that exists, which is the gap, this moment. And you realize you're not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And now you begin to fill your life up with no drama. I don't allow drama in my life. People who live tactically have nothing but drama in their days, eating up their time. That's why you're on social media, by the way, looking at other people's drama. It don't help you one little bit. I want you to be strategic. I'm selfish about my time. There's drama happening all around me. There's people hating me, whatever. I'm selfish. I'm consciously oblivious to most things around me. I just don't pay it any attention. It's not what people call you. It's what you answer to that's important. And never answer out of your name. And to argue with a fool proves there are two. Just stay focused on your goal. Be strategic about your day. Make sure that everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Every problem has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Don't let drama distract you from your goal. Make sure that you have a plan for your day, your week, your month, and that you are better tomorrow than you were yesterday. And then you'll start building wealth. And give yourself little wins. Pay yourself 5 cents of every paycheck. Pay yourself 10% of every paycheck. Work it up to 20 cents if you can. Make sure you're not wasting money. Go write down everything you spend money on in a month. You'll be amazed. You say, oh, $5 here, $5 there. No, 10 ones equal 10, right? And then you begin to understand why the wealthy become wealthy. You need discipline and you need routines. You need discipline and you need routines. And you need to make those routines build on themselves. All right, I hope this has been helpful. My friend Danette signed on and Terrence signed on. Delmar is here. Marcus Grant, say no more. Keisha, drama free, amen. Let me see if I can answer some questions before I sign off here. Have you guys enjoyed this today? Kiara Lopez, I am the CEO of my life, amen. Audrey, truth. Have you guys enjoyed this today? David Buckley says, preach. Tiffany, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. Exactly. I think you're saying you did enjoy this today. Okay, good. Alexis says, I'm the CEO. God is the owner of my life. Exactly. All right. Let's see if I can answer some questions before I sign off. Great book to read, The Richest Man in Babylon. That's Gary Bryant. Okay, you guys did enjoy this session today. I'm glad. Somebody told me this morning, one of the viewers said, what happened to you today? I needed my morning coffee. You need to get on your games. That's why I'm checking in with you before I get on with my day. Getting the Fire Stick from Amazon. That's Paulette Smith. Okay, good. It's hard when you have kids, Sean. Look, nobody said it was going to be easy. You know, love is work, non-love is laziness, and anti-love is evil. You got kids. I have 200 employees and 30,000 volunteers and folks pulling at me all over the world. And I got 2 billion kids. So yeah, I have compassion for you, but love, only, listen, this is my drop the mic moment. Listen now. Only in the dictionary does the word success come before the word work, because it's alphabetical. Only in the dictionary does the word success come before the word work, because the dictionary is alphabetical. Whatever you love is going to drive you crazy. You love your kids, they're going to drive you crazy. You love your husband, your wife, you're going to want a divorce every Tuesday. You love your job, but it's frustrating, you want to quit once a month. Whatever you love, your best friends will drive you crazy. We say our worst behavior are those we care the most about. Whatever you love, success won't come easy. You'll realize success is going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. You got to get up and you got to take no for vitamins. You got to take no as vitamins. You have to just be allergic to drama and keep it moving. So yes, raising your kids is tough. Yes, being married is tough. Yes, running a household is tough. Yes, doing everything I just said is tough, because if it wasn't tough, everybody would be doing it. Everybody wants to get to heaven. Nobody wants to die to get there. I'm out. Love you. Unbought, unbossed. Coming to you straight at No Chaser. Silver Rights, a new movement for a new day. Coming at you every week to enlighten your life and help to give you the new definition of freedom, which is self-determination. See that? You're in the light. I'm out. Peace.